Well, we start here tonight. Mistico Minerals Proprietary Limited, owned by philanthropist and businessman Dr. Tebeila, has acquired Nicolor Proprietary Limited from its shareholder Heaven Sent Gold, a processing company, and the miner based in Potchefstroom in the northwest will change hands from this company into a black-owned company. For more on this story, we are joined by the owner of Mistico Minerals, Dr. Tebeila. Dr. Tebeila, thank you very much for your time. This deal has been surely long in the making when it comes to your company. You operate also Sikoko Resources, which has interests outside of South Africa, but there's something different about this particular deal. Tell us about this transaction.
Thank you very much, Kolani. This transaction is quite very important for us because our company, Mistico Minerals, has been operating for quite some time, being involved in the gold space, mining gold, especially in the northwest. But we've been mining gold in the northwest without the processing plant, which means our business was not complete. Our business plan was not complete. So by acquiring the processing plant, the gold processing plant, we really complete our beneficiation initiatives. So with this deal, we really thank God for making it possible, because we've been looking forward to get the plant of that nature, which is currently not possible to build it, because quite big plant, which to build it, basically it will take us close to 2 years. But now to buy it, it was quite easy and quite important for us to complete our mining processing activity.
Not a lot of mining companies today that are black-owned, that are above, I wouldn't call you a junior miner, you are above that, have those processing abilities, that beneficiation. What is this transaction and getting the Nicolor into the Mistico Minerals family going to allow you to do in actual fact?
It's going to allow us to process our gold, which we've been mining all the time without having a processing plant. It will allow us to take further by re-employing quite a substantial number of people, and also it will allow further to give us peace of mind that we know that by mining this gold material, we are able to also take it to the plant, where we'll be able to finish that product and refine it to the end. Because the plant is both the processing plant and the refinery as well. It's both included in that. Yeah.
You made it quite a point when we were speaking earlier about this transaction, how important it was for you as a company not to change anything in terms of the labor force that is there and the rights that those employees at Nicolor have. Why was it important for you to make that particular point as you make this transaction?
Nicolor plant currently, it works like a machine. It's a machine on its own. It works effectively. The workforce are very efficient. All of them highly committed a workforce. Now to come in and change what is working, it doesn't make sense. We rather come in and enhance and uplift and rather improve and employ more people than to come in and then change what is working. So what is currently running is running effectively. I know them because I used to also process my product in that plant. And that is why we got in and we bought what we are buying here basically. We are not only buying the plant, but we are also buying the human resource or human capital.
It's not easy these days for any black-owned miner to actually do what you've done and grow at a pace that at which you've grown over the years as a philanthropist in the mining sector. But there obviously are still some bottlenecks and challenges that make the growth that we want to see in the sector impossible. In your view, what are the challenges that still impede that growth for black miners in this country?
Well, it is still not, some of the laws are still not yet relaxed to make it easy for the black miners to come into. And that is why you see a lot of black miners resorting to Zama kind of mining. They are doing that because it is difficult for them to go in. And that if the laws are really flexible enough to be able to look into and check exactly what these guys or what these people want, they will be able to accommodate everyone in the mining space, and then in that way they will be able to legalize and not have anything called illegal miners. They are illegal miners because the laws are not yet relaxed. So we need to go deeper and make sure that the government is relaxing the law to make sure there is no illegal miners.
A couple of years ago, I think it was 4 years ago, those Zamazamas, some in the Northern Cape in particular, they were actually given certificate as artisanal miners to regularize their operation. Are you saying we need more of that to relax the laws that we have right now to have more artisanal miners?
We need more of those. Because you must remember that South Africa by nature is black dominant country. And we come from the very bad background where unemployment rate was very high. So now if there's any means that can make everyone in this country work, if that means is to relax and give that particular certificate and allow everyone to mine. And I'm going to give an example. If you look into other areas, not only in Northern Cape, but also in the areas like in the coal industry, in Mpumalanga, Witbank areas, Middlebank areas, there are people that are really that want to make the end meet. And you find that the law is making their life very difficult by closing even the mines where there are coal in that, where there are chromes in it, where there is gold in it, where there is still a lot of material, where there's still a lot of product, they still close those mines. And the people are saying, mostly the black majorities are saying, don't close the mine when there's still ore in that mine. So allow us as junior miners, allow us as informal miners to finish what is still there. No, those are the crumbs, which we will call them the crumbs. But why do you leave the crumbs when somebody will need those crumbs? So make environment conducive for everyone to work.
Let me ask you about something before I let you go. Something that is quite important right now for every sector. We are on stage 6 load shedding, and the mining sector is some sectors. Some miners are heavy users of electricity.
Yes.
We are at stage 6, up to 8 hours, in some areas 10 hours without electricity, and not everybody can get that generator and that backup power and renewable energy. Exactly. How impactful is load shedding, and in particular when you look at stage 6 right now, to junior miners and miners that are still coming up?
Unfortunately, it's not only affecting the junior miners. It is affecting all the mining industry. Every mining is currently affected because the load sheddings, the mines contribute a lot of GDP. So now when you stop working, it means the economy of the country goes down because you cannot do anything when there's a load shedding. So it means you have to send people home not to work. It means you cannot send out material to go out to RBCT, to go out to anywhere. There cannot be any way bridge to weigh the materials. It means there won't be any activity in the mine. So the entire economy comes to a standstill. So irrespective of, in some cases where you are lucky as a miner, as a mine, they will say they will reduct your power, and they will just give you a little power instead of giving what you normally use. And that, again, is still a problem because it affects your production. And anything that affects production in the industry, it affects jobs. So the load shedding is totally not doing justice to the economy of our country. It's not doing justice to the mining industry. It's not doing justice to anybody else.
Dr. Tebeila, thank you very much for your time here. He has just completed a transaction for one of his holding companies, Mistico Minerals, to actually buy a processing plant in Nicolor up in Potchefstroom to enable the company to actually grow and beneficiate. Thank you very much for your time.